Welcome to this special edition of the Cranky Curmudgeon's Corner with your host, Paul Thomas, author and bloviator, with special guest, Carey, Ling, author, interviewer, interloper, movie star, and serial husband, and Paulser Contrived, veteran pundit and author of I'm Not Just a Commentator.
Good evening.
Just wait just a minute there, Mr. Thomas. Can I call you Paul? Mr. Paul Thomas, Mr. Paulser and I have decided that we were going to be the host tonight and that maybe you would just answer a few questions that we had for you. You got a problem with that? Mr. Thomas, this is Paulser Contrived. I hope you understand we changed the format due to the limited attention span of your audience. Can we please get on with the question? Fantastic. Now let's get straight to this made-for-Saturday afternoon movie you people are calling the Pennsyl senatorial race. How's it going from where you see it in Western PA, Mr. Thomas?
Who should I call you, Ling or Mr. Contrived? Thanks for having me.
Better to be had than to be has been. Now, Mr. Thomas, about this senatorial sitcom.
Those races are very tight. John Fetterman had a pretty solid campaign going up to the debate. His debate performance cost him a bunch of votes. I don't think it did.
Mr. Thomas, did you reach this conclusion based on information you get from your soothsayer that you see frequently concerning your mortality?
Seems to understand that I'm an old man and I only go see him like every 6 months or so.
Mr. Thomas, could you please tell us why the country is so intrigued with the senatorial sitcom between the bread monster and the wicked quack from the East New Jersey, Mr. Thomas?
I believe that the important factor in this race for the United States Senate in Pennsylvania is who is going to represent the interests of the people of Pennsylvania. That John Fetterman is more concerned with those interests than Amendment Oz is.
Oh, Mr. Thomas, leave the shameless endorsements to me, okay? I'm a pro at it.
But didn't you say you're going to ask some questions about other races across the nation?
In fact, we did, Mr. Thomas. Let's head on down to that blue-eyed devil of a race down in Georgia. Election denier Stacey Abrams up against the white Republican incumbent. What say you from where you sit at this point, Mr. Thomas?
That's a moniker that I rarely hear about Stacey Abrams, even though there's clear evidence of voter suppression down in Georgia prior to her loss 4 years ago to Governor Kemp, who happened to be the Secretary of State at the time and was in charge of the election. Georgia has passed one of the most draconian suppression laws in this country. I think it's competing with Texas. You're not even allowed to take a drink.
Boy, I could use a drink.
We shamelessly interject into your previously scheduled day to bring you this unspectacular bull session.
A podcaster for the Cranky Curmudgeon's Corner reported to receive advance notice of questions and topics that were to be discussed in what was billed as an impromptu, extemporaneously produced interview with veteran journalists Carey, Ling, and Paulser Contrived. The following are a few of the many clips we've received at our studios in a brown paper bag. Also found in that same paper bag was a pickle. Our fact-checkers are rushing to determine the source and veracity of the recordings. The pickle has been misplaced, and there is strong indication it was inadvertently consumed by the mailroom clerk. This is a developing story.
Just ask me the question, and I'll go. Okay, well right. You ask that question, and I'll go on. Yeah, right. That works. I hope Paulser and Carey don't mind getting their balls busted on occasion tonight too, because that's true. I forgot about that part. So there's nothing to bust. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, so that won't be too difficult to crush then if I see anything emerging requiring crushing. You just keep asking the questions, and I will answer the appropriate. I'll give the appropriate answers. Okay. Well, you're going to have to repeat the questions later. What, and re-recording, editing and re-recording. Yeah.